Balmoral and its castle through the woods was far from the ceremony of a state funeral. The world's eye had been on the estate by the River Dee on the day the Queen died here. The day of her funeral saw traffic-free roads, closed shops and quiet streets. In Ballater, the village the Queen knew as a neighbour, the funeral was an occasion to share with a nation, indoors and on screen. The street scene featured only a few who ventured out, in respect and remembrance.
It's very emotional. And she's our Queen too, and it's really special to be here.
The thing that I think has impacted me most has been the pictures of her smile and how we'll never see that smile again from her.
Ballater had paid its respects publicly the night before the funeral with a gathering in the village square. There was remembrance too at the Kelpie sculpture in Falkirk, where 96 candles were lit, one for every year of the Queen's life. This was the scene at Gordonston School in Moray, at Windmill Lodge, the boarding house of Prince Charles, the former pupil who became king. Current students gathered to watch the spectacle down south. In Edinburgh's Holyrood Park, over the wall from the Queen's official palace residence, people were invited to watch the funeral on a big screen. 2 miles north, where the Royal Yacht Britannia is today anchored as a tourist attraction, they remembered a monarch now gone and times past.
It was her own private domain, and to see it so relaxed, when you could see it laughing and joking, it was unbelievable.
The scene here at the gates of the Balmoral estate is quieter than it was. People are still coming, but not in the same numbers. The focus of the Queen's passing and a nation working through it has shifted south. We've heard Paul Anderson play violin before, but not this particular tune. The fiddler who played for the Queen composed this, a lament for Queen Elizabeth following her death. He played it for us where he used to play for her, inside Crathie Kirk.
She always listened right to the end and seemed to enjoy it. I mean, I usually would get a wee smile at the end of the performance, which it was a nice thing to see. I think a lot of folk have spoken about she had a nice smile and a twinkle in her eye, and I suppose that's something I would remember. Just that little personal touch, how we nod at the end and a smile.
On the day of her funeral, the people of Royal Deeside were 500 miles from a Queen they held dear. But feelings here aren't diminished by distance. James Matthews, Sky News, in Ballater.